What's up, people? It's your boy AC back for a Valentine's Day special after, let's just say, a brief break after a couple of years. I'm a bit grayer, and I'm so sorry that I left you for so long. It will never happen again. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's get straight into it because it's been so long, hasn't it? What he really thinks about Valentine's Day. I did this one a few years ago and I put it on a timeline. I'm going to do a similar thing again, not because after all these years I have no new content, no, but because I still think it is on a timeline. I've adapted it slightly. So the timeline basically is the course of the relationship. So if it's at the start of the relationship, so by start of the relationship we're talking about you've seen each other twice, 3 times, maybe under 5 times, let's put it that way, or Valentine's is coming up quite soon after you initially met, then there's going to be some pressure on him to think to himself, or some confusion even, as to what do I actually do? I don't want to seem over keen, I don't want to be a bugaboo like in that Beyonce song, but what I do want to do is show her that I appreciate her, that I'm into her. So a dozen red roses might be a bit too much, big chocolates might be a bit too much, so he's going to be trying to gauge that balance. Some guys may not even call as much, or text or show as much interest, seemingly as much interest, in the run up to Valentine's, not because it's a gain for them, but they really want to try and get that balance. Then moving along the course of the relationship, let's say for example this is, you know, your 2nd, 3rd, 4th Valentine's, whatever, then the pressure's on because he's thinking to himself, sorry, I'm getting in my mind, I'm thinking in the past of when I've tried to get that balance between, okay, what do I now do that I didn't do last year or the year before? I bought 20 pink roses before, can't be doing that again. We went to that really nice restaurant, can't be doing that again, need to do something a bit different. Along that same thinking actually is when I'm thinking of, like, you know, doing stuff different. Everything costs money, and some guys simply don't like Valentine's because they can't afford it. I can feel a collective roll of YouTube eyes, but it's okay. Some guys can't afford it. Some guys feel like if I can't treat her the way that I want to treat her, then I ain't gonna do nothing at all. It's very sad, I know, because it's Valentine's, it should be a day of romance, and I guess that leads very nicely onto the other part of this, which isn't so much timeline, which is more, I guess, an ideology. Some guys don't want to buy into Valentine's Day. They feel almost like they do about Christmas, you know what I mean? Not that they're the Grinch, but or the Scrooge, but they don't want to buy into that whole commercialization. You know what I'm talking about here. Let's face it, it's the one day other than Mother's Day, I guess, where card companies and florists make a whole ton of money. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And they don't want to buy into all of that. And if we're being really honest, what he really needs to think about Valentine's Day, if he doesn't, is that it's just another day where I should be showing my lady, my special one, all that love, all that interest, all that passion from the heart, not in the bedroom, that kind of emotion and that kind of behavior. What he really thinks.co.uk is of course the website. Pinterest, what he really thinks. We are at WHRT100 on your Twitter. We have a new game, Gropes Around, trying not to look for it. It wasn't a very smooth transition, but we've got a new game. Let me turn it the right way around. What he really thinks exposed. Y'all see that? What he really thinks exposed. There you go. That's the card game. You can get it at whathereallythinks.co.uk. I told you I've gone a lot grayer, haven't I? I need to get some of that, what's it called, just for men in there. I hope they made that for black people. Anyway, what he really thinks about Valentine's Day, that's about it. Hit us up with the comments below. I will never leave you again. Love you lots. Is that a heart? Let's hope so. Mwah.